Hey folks, Jaxzyn here. So we just successfully defeated the great Titan Argus, who before this expansion we did not even have a clue existed. Velen has a couple amazing things to talk to us about, in particular these right here. The death of a Titan. It is finished. At long last, the Burning Crusade is over. I thank you for all you did, Jaxzyn. With the power of Argus feeding his dark pantheon, Sargeras would have been unstoppable. On behalf of the Draenei, the Eredar, and the countless worlds destroyed by the Legion, thank you. It's the boon of the Pantheon. That's going to be 50 billion AP. Can't beat that. And the legendary insignia of the Grand Army, which has got a nice socket to it. And that's going to be a pretty awesome upgrade. That increases the effects of light and shadow powers granted by the Netherlight Crucible by 50%. So that's going to be not an upgrade, that's going to be the upgrade. We'll check that ring for now. Just like that. 946. Not terrible. Velen finally says, countless nights I dreamt of returning to Argus, of seeing what became of my home, of saving it. Velen is quiet for a long moment. There was no salvation to be had, but we did find victory. What comes next I cannot say, but I will not wait for visions to guide me. I will do all I can to support King Anduin and ensure he is prepared to face the threat that looms in the darkness. Excellent, a nice priest battle. Khadgar says, the campaign against the Legion has been long and wearing. We have traversed the entire world, spanned the twisting nether itself to finally achieve victory. I am tired, Jaxzyn, yet we cannot rest. Magni's vision of doom shake me to the very core. Only one Titan remains, champion, and we must defend it. And that is our newly injured Azeroth. I found them. At long last, I found them. Eretar's smile gives way to a look of uncertainty. The two people who gave me life have been absent for all of it. I know they fought to keep me safe, that they sacrificed so much, and yet we cannot suddenly become a happy family. They know next to nothing about me, and I know only legends of them. We have much to learn about one another and many wounds to heal, but at least we will do it together. Illyria has changed. She wields powers I do not fully comprehend, but in her heart she remains my beloved sister. I know it. The news of Sylvanas greatly weighs heavily on her. There are matters to be settled face to face. The Windrunner sisters must meet, and there's only one place it can be done. Well, I hope we didn't just stick a sword in that place. At long last, the war is over. Part of me never expected to survive. To see this day, so many battles, so much loss. Trillion sighs, his eyes brimming with the flood of emotions. Now we return home to a world I haven't walked in 1,000 years. My old life is long past. It is time for me to build a new one, and get to know the son who embodies everything I fought for. What do you say, young lady? My heart soars to return to Azeroth alongside Arator and Trillion, to see the forests of my homeland once again, and yet Verisa told me what has befallen Sylvanas. Though I dread the meeting, I must see with my own eyes what she has become. Is she even my sister anymore, or some light-forsaken monster? But of course, I have changed as well. The powers at my command may cause some to question my loyalties. Illyria draws a long breath. I must remain calm, focused. There is much to ponder. There's a lot of corpses right there. How do we explain those when we get back to Azeroth? The Vindicaar may have been untested when we set out on this campaign, but she saw us safely home. All those ship upgrades were worth it, yes? Do not answer. It would only break my heart. A ship's engineer's work is always underappreciated. I've got a few quests to actually turn in here. I'll get those in. And you're willing to teleport me to the Broken Cliffs, the Exhaust, Burning Throne, or Dalaran above the Broken Isles. Awesome. And finally, last but not least, let's see. The Aldurai Crystal. crystal calls to you, resonating with sorcerous magic. As you take hold of it, you hear the echo of a message left behind. A duty Illidan entrusted to you. Bring Illidan's crystal to the people and places closest to him. The moment that the way to Argus opened, the instant my gaze fell upon the Legion's homeworld, I knew I would not be returning from it. I will face my destiny, whatever it may hold, yet I have left certain matters unsettled, old wounds that I must see mended. The crystal bears two messages. One is for my brother, Malfurion, the other for Tyrande. I am trusting you to deliver them on my behalf, champion. You got it, big cat. When they have heard my words, leave the crystal atop Mount Hyjal, upon the shores of the Well of Eternity. You have witnessed echoes of my past, hero. I ask your help to put these final matters to rest. Pretty upset that Illidan just came back from the dead. Was totally badass, and now he's gonna peace out. I don't think I'm prepared to accept that. Let's see. There's some pretty unique things here that we've been hearing about. You can see out into the vacuum of space. There's the Nether. There's some planets the Void has got. We'll certainly learn more of them, I think, as I embrace my Shadow Priest. Yes, there they are. Void-based planets where they've won and they've consumed. The battle against the Void might not be done, is it? But the battle against Sargeras certainly looks like it is for now. Awesome. The raid version of the Vindicaar is pretty epic. Who do I have up top? Not as many NPCs by the looks of things, but I do have my mailbox, which is super useful and important. You can all find a home for that. And I think that might be it, folks. Here I am. We still have Thormage Fasheen. We've got the Warframe. Got the mailbox up top. But I've got to do a little bit of homework here to get my latest relic up and rolling. And then just to prioritize, what do I have? I've got Shadowbind. I've got Refractive Shell. So Shadowbind is one of the better. Refractive Shell, I don't even see on the Icy Vein list. I don't know how to quantify that one just yet. But then I've got Wrath of the Ashbringer, which I believe is the best you're going to see in terms of level 3 relics. So, Refractive Shell, use your abilities, your spells and abilities have the chance to cause Refractive Shell. Absorbing 500,000 damage. Damaging abilities have a chance to deal 300,000 shadow damage and heal you for 300,000. Yep, for sure. Nice, and things have changed. You can see the crystals are together. That's positive. Nice, we're making progress. I don't think we're going to run any more normal. We're going to hit up heroic. Cool, folks, that's it for now. That's what post-raid normal looks like. Make some time, knock it off. This expansion was the best expansion I've seen us put together for WoW. I think the content's only getting better. It makes me a little nervous thinking about where we're going to go in terms of the slight more PvP theme, but I don't know realistically how we're going to top what we've seen here in the PvE world as far as MMOs go. Great storyline, great culmination of everything they've been building up towards since WoW started, with the exception of the pandas and the time walking. I can't explain either of those things. Alright, folks, that's it for now. That's the follow-up to Argus. Talk to you soon. Later.